Hi guys, in today's session we're going to have a look at the Bowens esprite flash units, and we're going to deconstruct them and look at their individual functions and how they work. Okay, so this is the back of the Bowens esprite unit. You'll see there is a section here for the cable to go in. It's a standard Kelly kettle cable. Please make sure it's inserted properly and not on an angle like we can see here. We also have a series of buttons that run across the back. We're going to go through these individually in a second, but we also have a silver import here which is for your sync cable, which will have a large jack end and a small micro end. The small micro end will go into the hot shoe on your camera, and this end here is for the large jack to insert into. We'll start with these buttons along the back. You'll see there is a green button here. This is basically your on-off switch. Once it's on, it will illuminate green, so you know that the unit is on and working. The one next to it here, this is the switch for the modelling bulb. If pushed all the way to the bottom, the modelling bulb at the front will come on. If pushed all the way to the top, the modelling bulb at the front will go off. It's a standard tungsten bulb and emits a warm amber light. The next one along after that is something that looks a little bit like an eye. This is for the infrared unit, which sits on the top of the flash unit. When pushed all the way down, you can remote tether these light units together, which means when you flash this unit here, the other unit will go off in sync with this unit. This is good when you're using multiple flashes, 2 or more. The next one along after that is a little audio sign underneath the switch. This button here is used to signal that the flash is ready to shoot again. If you're using a high intensity flash, the flash unit needs to build a charge within it. This may take half a second. You will hear the flash go off when you take the shot, and half a second later you will hear a beep noise. This means the flash unit is then ready to shoot again. Here we can see a side view of the flash unit. As you can see, here is the power input at the back, the sync cable input, and this is the side view here. Here's the infrared sensor that I was telling you about before at the top, this little red square. Please make sure that that isn't covered while you're shooting, or it will have an effect on how the flashes work together. You have multiple functions on here. We'll go through them individually. The green light here indicates that the flash unit is on. If you're shooting from the side, you should be able to see this. If you're from behind, you'll be able to see the one that's on the back of the camera, on the back of the flash. You will see that there's 2 wheels on here. The back wheel here, this is for the intensity of the modelling bulb. There is a minus down this end and a plus down this end. Simple enough, guys. As it comes round, it increases the intensity of the modelling bulb. That is the tungsten bulb. The front wheel here is exactly the same. This increases, as it comes round, the intensity of the flash. You can see this has been broken down for you in increments of fractions. So the very smallest fraction here is 1/32 and the biggest one is 1/1. This is a full flash. This is 32 parts of a flash. And it's broken down all the way down after that. So you've got a 16th, an 8th, a 4th and a half. These help you to measure your flash to precise intensities. It also helps you to record what you did in your shoot as well. You'll see there's a button here. This is the flash cycle button. When you press this, it will fire the flash. If you make any adjustments to this here, always make sure you press this button. So for instance, I've got my flash set to full flash. I then take a shot and it's way too exposed. What I then do is turn it down to half flash. But when I turn it down to half flash, I must press this button, because inside the flash unit it will have stored a full flash. So please make sure you do that. That's it today, guys. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at this in session in much more depth, and we're going to be using examples as well. This is just a catch up and just to let you look at it in your own time and get to know the piece of equipment better. Thanks. Bye.